This is your host, Andrea Dumbecki. Are you ready to connect with the magical realms of the angels and fairies? We'll be working with the magical realms to bring enlightened consciousness to all areas of our life to increase abundance, health, and happiness. Look forward to weekly shows with your host, Andrea Dumbecki from angelfairyhealing.com.
Hi everybody, this is Andrea Dumbecki and this is Angel Fairy, and I'm excited to be back with all of you and to share some beautiful spiritual messages that have been coming through. I just finished my 7-day email class with Archangel Gabriel that is available on my website, angelfairyhealing.com, in the online store under email classes. And during this class, we dive deeply into working with Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel has many gifts for us. And during today's podcast, I'm going to talk a little bit about self-expression, because working regularly with Archangel Gabriel during that week really opened my eyes about where my own self-expression has been oppressed, where I may be stopping it through unconscious patterns of shame or lack of self-esteem or judgment of myself. So today, as we work with Archangel Gabriel, we are going to awaken our creative flows, open our throat chakra, open that beautiful energy that we have of self-expression that kind of flows through us. Our self-expression can be used in many ways, through art, through writing, through speaking. Our self-expression is the way that we share our gifts with the world. Our self-expression is actually a gift to the world. When we are open with our self-expression and we're a kind person, we are sharing light and love. And the more we can do that with confidence, the more powerful we are and the more the world changes. So the message that Archangel Gabriel had for all of us is that he's really helping us to step into our power when it comes to communication and self-expression, because many kind people, many powerful healers with kind hearts that have amazing gifts to share with the world may struggle from shyness or lack of self-esteem or a fear of being criticized or rejected when they are open about who they are and what they would like to share with the world. But really, we need to share our gifts. We need to share our opinions. We need to share all of these amazing positive things with the world, because I'm really getting the message that a lot of people that maybe don't have positive messages or aren't spreading loving kindness have no problem being very arrogant, speaking up and sharing all of their opinions and all of their energies with the world. But a lot of people that are very kind and in integrity may be more shushed when it comes to that. So as we work with Archangel Gabriel today, he's reminding us that you are very important. Your messages are important. Your creations are important. And it is time for you to believe in yourself more than ever. So as we work with our creative energy, we see it coming up from our root chakra, up, and then out of our throats and our hands. And those are the ways that we share our creativity with the world, right? Through speaking, through using our hands to write and create. So let's take a moment now to connect with Archangel Gabriel and this powerful throat chakra healing, awakening our ability to express ourselves, our creativity, and also awakening our voice. It's so funny, as I was, working on this with Archangel Gabriel, I realized at times I can be a very confident speaker and very clear, but at other times I can stutter or lose my words, or my voice becomes very mousy and I talk very, very low. And I don't have a lot of conviction. So I was looking at my own patterns of how I can go into a fear of speaking up and really digging to the root of that. Is it childhood? Is it my ancestry? Is it past lives? And really kind of getting to the root of why I don't feel equal, where I don't feel my voice matters, or that what I think or what I have to share is as important as what other people have to share. So I'm working on that for all of you, awakening those energies, awakening self-esteem when it comes to self-expression, and also awakening balanced confidence. Because as I was meditating on this podcast, I started to think about how, we shy away from being too confident because we don't want to be arrogant or rude. But I really think there's a balance in there, because we need a little bit of confidence and charge to be able to have a thick skin, to share our opinions with the world, and to spread healing and knowledge. So I'm bringing in that balance for everybody so that we don't go to the extremes of, never having opinion, never wanting to be judged. We're going to move into that too. Are you afraid that the more you speak, the more you'll get told you're stupid, or that you'll hear that backlash? And we can hear that backlash in many ways. When we're telling the truth, sometimes people don't want to hear the truth. Or maybe when we're expressing our ideas, people tell us we're stupid, or they criticize us. So we might be afraid of that backlash, and that may be stopping us from sharing our messages with the world freely. So I just want to boost that level of confidence in our energy field now as we work with Archangel Gabriel. His message again and again is your kindness is needed, your positive intentions are needed, and no matter what your message is, if your intention behind that is positivity, is helping the whole, spreading love on earth, you're in integrity and you are important and it matters. Sometimes we get so much into the details and we're like, are we smart enough? Are we eloquent enough? But really, it's all about energy. It's all about your intention, because your intention comes up from your being and radiates energy on a multi-dimensional level to people through your words, through your actions. So let's connect with that part of ourself that maybe we have shushed or hidden, and awaken that warrior energy a little, that we can be free to express ourselves. And as an artist, I really notice the difference when I have the courage to create a giant painting and share that with the world, or do something big like that. Even though it's a little scary, it also makes me feel alive, and it has a vibrant energy, and I feel that others feel that energy. So I feel that every time I take the step to create what I dream of, to follow my creative inspiration, to follow through, I noticed that opens a gateway of positive energy in my reality that others feel. That energy is contagious. And I want to talk about finishing things also, because that's a very important thing for a lot of us, especially me, I'm a writer. I write and illustrate books. I'm making oracle card decks. I always have a lot of projects up in the air, but I don't always finish them, right? I'll sit on something for like 4 years. And I was really working with Archangel Gabriel on the energy of that. Why do we have a fear of following through, or showing up as our best self, getting the help we need? Maybe that's a little bit of editing or critiquing. I know as a writer that comes through for me. It's really coming up that sometimes I need a professional editor because I might not be the best at grammar. I know my strengths. I'm an idea person. I channel messages with beautiful energy, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to have typos and things like that. And I know that part of my lesson in confidence and being more professional is, taking that time to get that stuff edited so that I present myself in the most positive way. Because when I present that stuff and it's not polished, I might be doing a kind of act of self-sabotage, right? Because on some level, I know there's something wrong with it, so that I'm not super confident about it, and then I don't let it go out in the world where it needs to be. So a lot of these things are coming up right now. I would like you also to meditate with Archangel Gabriel on where you are stopping your self-expression, because I feel self-expression is directly related to our abundance. When we speak up for ourselves, when we're living our unique purpose dynamically and radiating that out into the world, I find that I live in a state of abundance. It's an energetic state where my being feels alive, and then I notice that I'm living in this magical flow where all my needs are met, and I feel like that energy that I'm sharing is coming back to me, and I'm having this amazing relationship with abundance within the universe. So as we awaken these energies, I do see Archangel Gabriel working with us, awakening this energy of self-expression. It's a blue energy coming up from our root chakra, going out of our hands. It's the energy of our dynamic self. I also see some angel healing codes going into our DNA, awakening the dynamic energy of you. Each and every one of us has a dynamic, unique soul blueprint. And when we embody that blueprint fully, we are bridging the gap to what it means to really be alive. Because when we came to Earth, we had a deep soul wish and desire to express ourselves in a certain way, to create certain things, to go certain places, to meet certain people, to achieve certain things. And when we are in touch with that, when we are living from that place and following that purpose, we feel energized. We feel excited about life. We feel healthy, happy, in the flow. So I'm helping you guys awaken that energy now. I see that as like codes of light, energy language, awakening the memories within our spirit, within our memory, deep within our subconscious, awakening that soul passion that is fearless. When we came to earth, we were fearless. We were filled with love and passion. And then we kind of get sometimes beaten down by life, in whatever way that is. And I'm here to tell you that right now, today, you have all the freedom in the world. And who cares about the past? Who cares that when you were 5, your dad told you were stupid? or the kids at elementary school insulted your drawing? Or that when you speak about your spiritual beliefs, your family members tell you that you're, full of crap or whatever. Because really, not everybody's going to get you, and that's okay. And, I was reading this book about business and, entrepreneurs and creativity, and it said that really only 1/3 of people will really get you and click with you. 1/3 might really get triggered by you in a negative way, and 1/3 will be neutral. And that kind of made sense because I see that in my own life, going to elementary school, going to college, working in offices with groups of people, that certain people I click with, that get me. We speak the same language on a multidimensional level, and other people we repel each other, and then other people I don't feel a lot of passion for. And I used to judge that a lot. I used to try to get along with everybody and have everybody get me, and I finally am at the point where I just realize not everybody is just gonna get me, and I just have to be me and stand in my radiance, and that's okay. And I can respect all of them. I can embrace diversity and learn from them, but I also can accept the fact that other people really light me up, right? Other people make my soul feel this deep excitement and help me remember who I am. And I want to go to those people. I want to flock to those people. And when I look at my life, I see where I felt most comfortable. I felt most comfortable in art schools. I felt most comfortable at healing centers, meditation centers, yoga centers, places where people were having community gardens. And I started to recognize, well, these are the things that my soul resonates with, right? Art, healing, nature, creativity, fairies, angels, even certain churches and religious sanctuaries and deep forests. All of these things resonated with my soul, and I want to follow that energy. Let's work a little more with Archangel Gabriel to awaken the dynamic energy of your self-expression. I want you to get clear about what your mission is, what you want to bring to the world, and boost that confidence, and just kind of right now let go of anyone who told you you couldn't do it, you were stupid, you were bad for who you were. Just let go of that and make the belief in yourself bigger, and know that they just didn't understand. And most likely, if you're getting attention at all, it's positive because you're out there. When you're out there doing something and being seen, people are going to react in all different ways, but it's exciting because you're out there and you're being seen and you're making a difference in the world. I recommend that you act always from your heart, from a place of integrity. I feel, as somebody who is very kind and shy myself, I know that I still have a deep passion to share healing knowledge with the world, to help people. And I have to get over my sense of shyness or fear of being criticized in order to, beyond that, allow my soul to get its message out to humanity. Otherwise, I couldn't live with myself, because when I get that message out to humanity and I express myself, whether it's through speaking, writing, creating art, making stories, I feel like I am reaching my potential and I have no regrets, even though it's scary, even though I feel vulnerable, even though I'm afraid of being judged at times and afraid of how people react to me, or fearful that, they'll think I'm stupid. It doesn't matter, because beyond that, I have no regrets. And I'm at a point where I am lessening that time where I feel the shame or the fear of how I'm being received, because I know that when I'm sharing my things, I'm doing the best that I can without any regrets, and that's all I can do is be me. And I hang close to the people that understand me, and most of all, I have to understand and love myself and be my best friend. So I'm inspiring all of you to awaken your beautiful self-expression, get in touch with the passionate message that you have to share with the world, whether that's helping people, bringing inspirational messages, creative arts, music, whatever that is, you know it, remember it, awaken that inner child passion, the things that you loved to do when you were little. For me as an artist, I remember being happiest when I was at these independent art schools that my mom would bring me to, and they were in these old buildings with really tall windows. And I'd have these very creative art teachers that would teach us all kinds of painting techniques, and they believed in aliens and had pet squirrels, and it was so right to me. And I would sit there and I would paint for hours, and it was just like a part of me was so fulfilled and always knew that I was the happiest. And I always try to remember, when were you the happiest? What were you doing? Were you dancing? Were you sewing? Were you hiking? Were you with animals? Were you, volunteering at the homeless shelter? When did you feel that you were contributing fully to the world and sharing your love in a positive way? Because, when we do that and that's received by the world, we feel that we are part of something bigger than ourselves. And that's really important, because we don't want to feel isolation, which I think is an easy thing to feel in our society, especially in America. We all have our own house where we shut the door and we lock it and we don't trust one another. But I really think a part of us has to get out and, share our voice and be with the community and know that we're not alone. We're all going through the human condition together, and we're all helping one another. And remember, when you have the courage to share your beautiful gifts with the world, you give many others the permission to do so. So work with Archangel Gabriel on this, journal with him, meditate with him, and most of all, know that you are ready to remove the blocks to your self-expression more than ever before. And be patient with yourself, because this is a process. And there might be times in your life where you wake up and you say, oh my goodness, I was oppressing my voice. I wasn't being my true self. And it's something that we always have to bring ourselves back to center in. I think it's a constant thing we have to vigilantly watch, and even make those priorities in our life that say, these are my goals. I want to write this book. I want to travel here. I want to bring this to the world, and then take steps to do that. So thank you for listening. This is Andrea Dumbecki from angelfairyhealing.com. I'm sending you lots of blessings of love and light. And remember, you can get my 7-day Archangel Gabriel email class on my website. I will talk to you all soon.
This is your host, Andrea Dumbecki. Are you ready to connect with the magical realms of the angels and fairies? We'll be working with the magical realms to bring enlightened consciousness to all areas of our life to increase abundance, health, and happiness. Look forward to weekly shows with your host, Andrea Dumbecki from angelfairyhealing.com.